Hi, you guys. Can you believe my Instagram got hacked and hijacked? I mean, why does this always happen to me? You know what they did? They got me all excited. They sent me a message from Instagram manager, and they used all of Instagram's like branding and address and everything. And in it, they said that they wanted to give me my blue check mark finally on Instagram, which I've been waiting for like the longest time. And finally, I thought I was getting it. I was so excited because there are accounts pretending to be me. And the other day, PK tagged the wrong danawilkey, so some poor girl got, probably a lot of hate towards her. And it was, and so if I had the check mark, it would have solved that problem. But anyway, I was really excited. I get this reach out. And so I fill in the form thinking it's a form I have to do to complete the process. It wasn't. It was a bad person taking all my login details to go into my account and sell a Ponzi scheme type situation of pay $1,000 and make like $2,000 and advertise it to all my followers. And of course, there's almost no way to get a hold of Instagram. Finally, I was able to figure it out. It took me like 2 hours, and then I was able to upload my biometric face to try to get control of my account again, because this all happened when I wasn't aware of it. I wasn't on my email at the time, and they sent me all these things that the person was changing everything, but I didn't see it. So anyway, yeah. So the person was able to hijack it and try to steal people's money, and there's no way to get a hold of Instagram in a timely fashion. So it just had to be that way. I did go on Patreon and Twitter to try to get the word out, but I mean, what a disaster. Really, Instagram needs to step up their response. Anyway, don't let this happen to you, okay? That's why I'm doing this video, beginning it this way, so you guys don't let this happen to you. If you hear about this scam, don't fall for it. I don't know if I'll ever get my Instagram account back at this point, but follow me on Twitter, and, I'm in the Patreon. What can I say? Well, I don't know if I'll ever get my account back. Tell you. Okay, like, subscribe, and hit that notification button if you want me to still see my videos, and keep me going. Although people seem to be trying to stop me at every possible, juncture. Where the hell did that word come from? All right, let's get into this. So I got interested in Jim Bellino because it came to my attention that Nicole James from Real Housewives of Orange County season 16 was dating him, it was rumored, and possibly engaged to him at some point, which I was like, what? Because he was married to another cast member, but not to mention that, and he had kids with her. But also, he's not what I would expect Nicole James to go out with, okay? Just saying. I don't want to shade him, but, But anywho, I found this blog, which he was doing, and I had to read it to you so we could talk about it. He says, March 1st, 2019, my birthday. He says, after many months, I'm finally breaking my silence. It's unfortunate that I have to speak out on matters that I've attempted to keep private and that others continue to attempt to portray me and my family in a false light. These past few months have been a very difficult time for me and my family. Divorce is never an easy decision to make. And the fact that our 3 children are affected by the failure and breakdown of the relationship with my wife saddens us both deeply. First off, I would like to take this opportunity to thank our family and friends who've been there for us during this transition. I would also like to thank my legal team. It's a weird one to throw in there. Attorney Jeff Neary and his firm for their support dealing with the disgusting actions and statements of Tamra Judge and Shannon Bader, whatever. Anyway, many questions have been asked. The purpose of this blog post is to state the facts regarding this case and to bring everyone up to speed on what has transpired. My family and I have sadly been the target of slanderous statements made by Tamra Judge that date back to 2011. Wow, that's a long time. When she publicly called me a faux Christian. What is a faux Christian? Despite the fact that I hold a degree in theology. This can't be this guy that Nicole James is like engaged to. What? I find it preposterous For her to make such statements about me when she has chosen to make her supposed Christianity a plotline for a reality show by getting baptized in a swimming pool and then still continuing to act in debaucherous manner for television. In my opinion, these acts seem to be coming from an extremely fame-hungry individual who's desperate for a storyline and frantically trying to keep her reality TV job by somehow remaining relevant. Dude, this guy is funny. I love it. I can't believe I missed this. In 2012, completely unprovoked, Tamra Judge called me a cocaine dealer. Which is ironic considering I've never in my life taken any illegal substance of any kind. Once again, this was a desperate comment made publicly to harm me personally with zero regard as to how this would affect me, my work, my wife, or our small children. Well, I mean, who's going to believe you're a cocaine dealer, really? Come on now. These destructive comments seem to be Tamra Judge's principal weapon of choice to use against whomever she decides to target. Has Tamra called me a cocaine dealer? Let me know, you guys. These destructive comments seem to be Tamra Judge's principal weapon of choice to use against whomever she decides to target. She has admitted to making up lies and has targeted her venomous comments toward every single cast member she's ever worked with on The Real Housewives of Orange County. And now she's come for me. So, sweetheart, I feel your pain. I feel it. She didn't call me a cocaine dealer yet, but I'm sure it's in the post. She's publicly used that same vile and venomous commentary on her previous husbands, her children, and fans of the show. And in my opinion, she will say and do anything to try and keep her name spinning in the public eye by causing some sort of controversy. Her harassment and degradation of me continued despite legal warnings of cease and desist. It continued despite pleas asking her to stop and mind her own business, even after it was established that what Tamra was saying about me was having a negative and damaging impact on my family and my personal and professional life. In addition, all her deeply harmful words were not merely reserved for viewers of Bravo, as she had made all manners of hate-filled comments about me on social media and talk radio and during interviews on other television networks. In June of 2018, she crossed the line once again, and I felt forced. Does a lawsuit. I've heard of this lawsuit. Again, Shannon Bader and Tamra Judge. And it's during the podcast, Juicy Scoop, Heather's podcast. Anyway, he says that 300 people were watching the segment that was done and that he felt that McDonald, meaning Heather, and Tamra had set it up to kind of do this. And Tamra admitted on the video that she and Heather McDonald exchanged numerous texts discussing him and his family for Heather's show. Anyway, he says in this blog, this is his justification for taking this strong legal action, that, you know, he wants to stand up for himself. And he actually puts in the blog, Jim Bellino, quote, "He's going to go to jail. Yeah, he's a shady MF." Okay. These are the statements he put under it that Tamra Judge, Shannon Bader, and Heather McDonald said, which were lies, and that's what he's suing in. Now, if I recall, Shannon gets, removed from this case. So I think it's only Tamra in the end that gets punished. Let me look into that. And then I'm going to bring this back to Nicole, I promise. So Tamra settles the lawsuit. Shannon, wins her legal fees from Jim, which were $137,340.25, and she gets taken off. And Shannon said she was relieved as it had taken an emotional and financial toll on her and her family. And they won't disclose the settlement that Tamra did. The judge throws out the complaint against Heather, so she's not on the rope. So the only one really was the one who said, I guess, the words that he was really troubled by, that had to settle. But anyway, let's get into him and Nicole James, because I want to find out what you guys think about this rumor. So Jim Bellino was on season 5 through 8 with Alexis, and so I guess right before this blog was written by him, maybe the 6 months before this blog was written, he was dating Nicole James and engaged to her. I'm not kidding. She was saying that she found the love of her life on Instagram, and that is supposed to be Jim Bellino. So Nicole James, in July of 2018, there was a photo They were in Las Vegas, and it was right when the divorce was really heated, and he was with Nicole James. And they reported on it like he's with the mystery blonde in Vegas, and that unknown girl was Nicole James. This was confirmed because somebody got one of her posts from Christmas time. It must have been December of 2018, I guess. And she says, promised from the love of my life. And then she shows an engagement ring, and it's her and him in front of a Christmas tree. And it is defo Nicole James. I mean, what? I don't know. I can't find much about Nicole James' husband, Victor Jimenez or whatever. Maybe you guys know about him. She's got 2 kids. They're really cute. She seems to be a stay-at-home mom, so I don't know how she makes money or how she supports her lifestyle. Curious about that. I really have to give it to I was curious about the plastic surgery because she looks like she's had quite a bit done, although people are saying she looks similar to stuff in 2013, so it must have been done a while ago if she did do stuff, maybe back when she was dating Kid Rock or something. I don't know, but I did find a website, well, I'll give them a shout out, Reality Tidbit. They had a picture they thought might have been her before she got the plastic surgery that she has now. But it's possible it's not even her, they said, and they were speculating. What do you think? I just wonder, like, no offense to Mr. Bellini or Bellino, but like Nicole James seems like a, hottie patati, and I just don't see that like love connection between her and him. I mean, am I missing something? What do you guys think drew her to Jim Bellino when she was engaged to him? And what do you think broke them up? And please do tell on here because I can't get my DMs on my Instagram. You can, or tweet at them. I guess tweet me. Tweeter. I don't know. It's so frustrating, this whole thing. I want to cry that I don't have my Instagram. Why are people so mean? Why? Instagram wants to get into monetization, but they're going to have no way for people to call if their account gets hijacked, or no way to immediately reach out. And they're going to let people hijack people's accounts and then do scams on it with no retaliation to, like, it's crazy. I'm sorry, but if you don't see the problem with that, I like don't know what to tell you. I did on my Twitter tag them a bunch of times because I want it known. It's completely irresponsible. And if I don't get my account back, it won't be the first time. I had a Facebook account and my ex broke into it and deleted all my memories and everything. And I had like 10,000 followers on Facebook. This was back when it was like not a thing like it is now. And I lost it all, and I just walked away, and I said I'll never go on Facebook again. So if this happens with Instagram, I'm doing the same thing. I'm just like, bye-bye, see you later, figure something else out.